Hi everyone, welcome back to class. In today's training I'm going to be teaching you how to make a muffler, and we are going to be working with 3.0 by 3.0, 3.0 by 3.0. Though it's a tiny muffler, but if you want something a little bit fat, you can make it or wide, you can make it 3.5 by 3.5. okay, 3.5. So because we are going to fold it, okay, we are going to fold from here to here. So sometimes we can have something up to 4.0. If you look at this from the machine, for 4.0 we have 7 inches, for 3.5 we have 6, for 3.0 we have 5.5 in the width of the muffler. Okay, so but for this tutorial I'm going to be using 3.0. okay, 3.0. I'm going to be using 3.0, so I just want to do a tiny muffler. 3.0. okay, so let's get to work. So I've selected my pin, and I'll make sure I return my row counter to 0, 0, 0. Don't always forget that. Then for this for a muffler, you work with tension of 10 is the best, because we are going to fold, so it's going to be a little bit thicker. And this tutorial for this muffler, another thing is that I'm going to be doing a stripe pattern. Okay, I'm going to be doing a striped pattern, so I'm going to be working with black and cotton brown. Okay, so you can choose any color you like. So remember that when we want to take our first row, when we want to meet our first row, return this so that we can do our cast on. Okay, this is my own method of doing cast on, and I think it's faster. Okay, so let's get to work. So I have my 10 rows of black right now. You can see on the row counter we have 10. Okay, we have 10. I think you can see that. So we have 10. I hope this is clear. Okay, so I'm going to change my yarn. So using the tension mast, the second part of the tension mast, I'm going to secure that brown, the cotton brown. So then I remove this and put it beneath my table, as in the black beneath my table. Okay, so just to secure it. Then your brown, or you just put it underneath your, what's it called, your table clamp. Okay, once you secure it underneath a table clamp to the right, you are good to go. Okay, so I'll insert my, I'm trying to insert, let me shift it so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so I'll insert this brown, cotton brown, from my tension mast. I insert it into the yarn folder. Oh, it flew out, so let me take out again. Okay, okay, I've been able to secure it. Open it up, close it, then you're good to go. Okay, so I'm going to continue on that note. Just hold it down. Can you see I've been able to take it in? Okay, so I'll continue till I have 10 rows as well. Okay, so I have 10 rows. Okay, I have 10 rows, so I'm on 20th row. So I'll change back, remove the cotton, and I'll replace it with my black. Okay, this is my black. This is the black. I'm going to place it back on the machine. Okay, so secured it, so I will take this out. I'll take this out of the tension now so it doesn't obstruct me. Okay, that's what you keep doing, or you find a way to hide it, just to hold it. You can do that by pulling it. Okay, so let's do it this way. Remove the black from you. So before you place the black, try to find a way to hide this brown before you insert your black in your yarn folder. Okay, it's that simple. So let's go. So once it's secure, it's going to pick automatically. Okay. So I've changed back to brown, like so. This is what we keep doing till we have a length that is up to 45 inches. Okay, so I've been able to knit about 90 rows. Okay, so I'm going to do this till I have like 500. So let's see what we have at 500 rows. So 10 on each side, after 10 on each color, you need 10 rows, and that's all. So we'll see at 500 rows. Yippee! Here is a work in progress. Currently I'm on 310. I'm going to 500 rows. Okay, so I'll let you know when I'm done with this. So now we are now at 490. So because I wanted to end on black, so I'm going to stop at 490 instead of 500 rows. Okay, so I'm just going to cast off from the machine, then our muffler is done, like done. Yeah, our muffler is ready. So once you cast off, you just need to sew the points together, right? So let me show you how you're gonna sew it. Okay, so I'm going to take from this end to this end together. Make sure you stretch that beginning part so that it's not going to be tight at that point. So this is the beginning part of my muffler. You can see how long it is, and it's still on the machine. So I'm going to just the rough parts, the inner parts, then I'm just going to sew straight down like so. I'm going to make sure that each block align with the other. Okay, while sewing each block, you can decide to use a sewing machine or use your yarn needle to sew all the way down. So if you have a sewing machine, it's an added advantage. So then you can decide to put fringe, but because our muffler is long enough, so I think it's okay for this style, except you still like the fringe parts, but which I don't think is necessary. So I'll just go to sew down. Okay, I'll just sew it down like so. So tinily you sew it down, like from this place you just sew down like so. Okay, and the same thing while you cast off from the machine. So I'm not going to add extra because I didn't add extra here. So you might decide to add extra too for the sewing, for the joining. Okay, at the beginning, so that means you are starting with 12, and at the end you are ending with 12. I hope that is clear. So this is a simple tutorial and it's very beginner friendly. Okay, so I hope you love this. So let me just go ahead to cast off from the machine. So in case you have never seen me cast off, you can watch videos on how to cast off from the machine. Okay, so I'm not going to be repeating some process because I've made videos on some of those parts before. Okay, so we are going to just hand this. Here is our sewn muffler. I've sewn the sides. You can see that I've sewn the sides, so it remains to do the fringe. But if you want to leave the fringe, you can as well leave this like that. You can see this is what it looks like. Do you love it? Can you see the both hands? So you can make sure you have all your hands well done. So I'm going to cook the French soup. In order for us to do the French, I'll show you how to go about it. Takes 2 strands of your yarn, like so, and you wrap, you fold it down like so, around your shoulder, like that. So we'll keep doing this till we have more than enough to work with our French, okay? So keep going, so I can do this like 20 times, okay? I'm going to do this like 20 times. So we have this, right? So I'm going to cut this into 2. I'm going to cut this side and this side as well, okay? I'm going to cut both ends. So let me pick up my scissors. So I have this. I'm going to cut this out like so. Then you also cut this end like so. You should have like just 2 of it like that. So I'm going to cut this end as well. So, and that's it. So make sure you cut this. Yeah. So once we have this, we are going to be picking 4/4 with a sew needle. So I'm going to pick this. Then I'm going to use my either a crochet hook or a latch to do that. But I prefer a crochet hook. So if you don't have one, you can try to get one, okay? So I'm going to be using this crochet hook. So taking from that end where you finish sewing, okay, make sure you are starting from that end so that when you start on this end it will not twist like so. So I'm going to just go around this and get it done. So let me focus the camera on this so that you get to see what I'm doing here. So I'm going to insert the hook, okay? I'll insert the hook. Then I'm going to take my 4 strands together. If you think 4 strands is too much, you can make it just 3 strands. So I'll go with 4 strands. So I'm going to pick that up. Then you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to pick that up. Then I'll put like so. So you can just leave some space in between it, just 2 spaces. So pick another 4 strands of yarn. 4. So I have my 4 strands. Can you see that? I have my 4 strands. So make sure they are of equal length when you fold it, okay? Make sure they are of equal length. Then I'm going to just insert and that way you do. Pull through like so. And insert it and pull through. Then I'll yarn over and flip all out like so. Okay? If you don't know how to crochet, this should still be an easy task to do, okay? So keep going till you finish the whole hand, okay? So let's get to work. So I keep going and going and going like so, okay? So go like that. So you can make sure it's full, so at the end we can still trim it down, okay? So keep going. So I'm just leaving 2 spaces.